嘅，跟住條大隊行入個 campsite 度。場內咧，原來有好多有啲美食車。
Yeah. Even that one is homemade.
Pussy pigs.
What is it? Oh,
It's the real one.
Yeah.
Everything that's going on. And you see the angle that the rotor is tilting up at about 15 degrees. That's the optimum angle for maximum lift. Very complex balance there. The blades are angled so that they produce lift, but also that smoke can be produced by oil introduced into the exhaust, or you can actually use citronella, because when Pete went over to New Zealand, we went down to the local hardware store and actually bought them out of all the citronella that they had. And look, Ma, no hands.
Absolutely. Well, we've got a team of people walking out onto the airfield now.
In front, that's actually flying that whole formation. What the rest of them are doing are lining themselves up with spots on their airframe and lining them up with that on the lead. And they just for one right now, well below. What's off in that direction where the balloons are heading?
Looks like fun.
Oh, missed again. 65 years that team's been together. A flying association. How much fun can you have by yourself out there flying on a Sunday that would have stayed up?
No, that's the self-phasing. So, big round of applause also for the ground crew. Alan and the team are gathering everything back together.
These are the SV4B model, powered by a 145 horsepower.
Team riding in our world famous Diamond 9 formation, trailing our world famous red, white and blue. Team leader brings the team back. Paddy is a former Typhoon pilot and Tornado GR4 pilot, and he is in his third and final year on the squadron. Ian is on the right, trailing our famous red, white and blue. And possible due to the smoke pod rising underneath the aeroplane. Those smoke pods are the top around the formation in corkscrew. The motto of the Red Arrows is a clap, which means excellence, and it means that every single member of the team is striving for excellence in everything we do. And we also try to trail in the sky before Red One flattened it off to draw the coils of the flat part of the serpent. Clear goes, Reds 4 and 5 roll around the outside in one of the hardest manoeuvres for new pilots each year. This is the rollbacks. Together for the Red Arrows!
So, if Newt is being really I finished flying on my daughter's board, so in all it was over 30 years.
Ready, he will then make his decision as to when to fly. The blue from Midlands Air Festival 2024. If he comes your way, wave at him, he can hear you.
That's just from the radiant heat coming off the burner. It means the material is still perfectly fine, it just means it bleaches out the colour within it. The balloon's not damaged. Now this is a different shape balloon from the first one you saw. This is what they call a racer. Now this is for competition flying. Look after all of the competition elements so to make sure that all of the competition is fair. So those racer balloons, they're something that's come in recent years based on the requirement of those competition pilots. And quite a lot of the time, the balloon you're looking at there is about 77,000 feet. There it goes, it's in the air. Another big Ragley cheer. We've got our second balloon in the air now. If you wave at him, he will wave back at you. As I said earlier on, the wind flows over the local ground, over the trees and the roads and in the valleys. Going off and trying to find another field outside the estate. And ended up in the Irish Sea. Per Lindstrand jumped off and then Richard jumped off a little later, making him the only person to fly the world's largest balloon solo. So we got lots of the model remote control balloons earlier on because he had to go and retrieve it himself. No retrieve crew in a vehicle. Inflated. We've had some tethered earlier on today.
And this is where the pilots can go off and have a wonderful flight, slow down the descent of the balloon.
The special shape of the weekend is in the air.
Oh, wonderful sight. It's always wonderful when you see special shapes like that, because some people say, well, how the hell did these things fly? And the answer is exactly the same as the ordinary balloons. It just takes a little bit more time to get them ready. They tend to be, as you see, looking down the crowd there. Big smiley dragon.
Try and find out where he is. They can probably see exactly where he is. Small versions of their bigger brothers.
喺 Midlands 呢個節日咧，佢一年只會舉行3日嘅啫。咁佢分別咧會喺5月尾至6月頭咧，連續5、6日咁樣3日舉行嘅。咁而家呢個時候咧，其實已經係英國嘅夏天啦。咁晚上咧大概10點咧先會天黑嘅。咁所以咧佢會再夜少少咧，會有一個煙花表演，亦都有一個夜晚嘅熱氣球嘅表演。所以呢個節目咧，其實係由清晨至到大概晚上11點鐘到先完㗎。